So the Bank of Canada reduced their interest rates once again last month, the early part of July. So that's the second time that they've made a reduction this year. So they reduced their interest rates by another 25 basis points. So overall, they've reduced them by 0.5%. It hasn't been a full month yet since the reduction, but it's interesting to see how the market's been performing for the month of July. Let's take a look at some of the numbers year over year. So from last July of 2023 till last month of July of 2024. So let's get right into it. Hi everyone, I'm Mary Serqua. I'm a real estate sales rep with Red Home Realty and I service the Aurora, Newmarket areas in York region. So let's look at these statistics now. All right, we're first going to start off with Aurora. We're going to be looking at all types of homes combined. The average price for July of 2024 was $1,420,307, which is last year it was $1,297,000. So basically that was a 9.5% increase. Go figure, we all want the market to crash, and whereas in Aurora the prices have gone up. So let's take a look at what's driving those prices higher. So the detached home, the average price for last month was $1,790,000, whereas the year before it was $1,533,000 roughly. So that was a 16.73% increase. So the detached properties have gone up. Let's look at more of the entry-level kind of properties. Semi-detached was $1,053,880,000, whereas last year was $1,220,000. So that was a decrease of 13.63%. A freehold townhome, last month it was $1,063,000, whereas the year before it was $1,119,000 roughly, and that was a drop of 5.05%. A 5.05% decrease. Condo townhome, that was $836,000 last month, whereas the year before was $1,052,000. So that was a 21% reduction for a condo townhome. And then finally for a condo apartment, the price was $957,000, and in July of 2023 it was $733,000. So that was an increase of 30.54%. So the numbers seem to be all over the place for Aurora. So you have some detached that have gone up significantly, whereas some other markets, semis, freehold, condo townhomes, they've dropped quite a bit. And then the condo apartment has gone up. So again, some of these numbers can be skewed depending if there was one particular property that stood out that was a lot higher than the rest of the average types of properties. So those numbers sometimes can be invalid. Now let's look at some other types of stats for Aurora. So new listings last month, there was 189, whereas last year there was 130 new listings. So we do have a lot more inventory that's buyers have options to look at. Number of sales, there were 69 sales, so again a little bit higher than last year at 66. Number of active listings, there was 235, whereas last year was 135. And then the days on market was 21, basically 3 weeks, whereas last year it would take about 2 weeks for a property to sell. The sales to new listings ratio was at 37%. So again, anything under 40% is considered a buyer's market. So we are definitely in a buyer's market in Aurora at this point. I always say to my clients, you know, if you do have the resources and the ability to purchase, now would be the perfect opportunity to do so. We are seeing a bit of a dip going on. It's hard to predict how this is going to take place, but considering that the rates are going to be going down even further, that's what the Bank of Canada is suggesting, that they are going to be reducing the rates again, and that we're seeing more sales taking place, especially in July, which is typically a much slower month in the summer months as well. So come the fall market, I feel that the market is going to get a lot stronger. We're going to see a lot more buyers getting into the market. So now is actually a great opportunity to get into the market where you don't have a lot of competition with other buyers. So you're still able to put in offers, negotiate great prices, put in those conditions, financing, home inspection, and other conditions. So excellent opportunity to get into the market if you are planning to do that. So now let's look at Newmarket. So again, we're going to be looking at the all types of homes combined. It was 1,131,000 in July of 2024, whereas the previous year was 1,215,000. That was a 6.89% reduction. For detached, it was 1,280,000, whereas last year was 1,301,000. Not too much of a change. It was 1.61% of a decrease, whereas Aurora, the detached, had gone up significantly. Semi-detached, they had dropped to 874,000 from 946,000 the year before. So that was a 7.66% reduction. A freehold townhome, 1,015,000, whereas last year was 1,029,000. Not too much of a change, 1.4%. Condo townhome, 790,000, whereas last year was 1.2%. So that was the 34% reduction. And then condo apartment, it was 572,000 compared to last year, 810,000. So that was a 29% reduction. So in Newmarket, the overall market had dropped quite a bit, especially the lower priced properties or the entry level types of properties like condo townhomes and apartments. Let's look at some other stats in Newmarket. New listings, 194 new listings comparing to 182. Number of sales, 73 sales that took place, whereas last year was 63. So that's gone up quite a bit as well. So when we're seeing more sales taking place, that's a good indication that people are getting into the market. Number of active listings, quite a bit of active listings in Newmarket, 264 comparing to last year was 174. So a lot more inventory. People have a lot more choice of properties to look at. Days on market is taking just over 3 weeks for a property to sell, whereas last year it took about 2 weeks for a property to sell. And then the sales to new listings ratio, we're at 37.63% in Newmarket. So again, anything below 40% is a buyer's market. Excellent opportunity. If you are ready to buy, now is a good time. If you have any questions about any of these numbers, or if you would like some more information about your personal situation, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to discuss some additional information about how the market's performing. Plus, if you're looking to sell and would like some insight as to what that process entails, please let me know. I can always give you some insight about that as well. Anyway, I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I look forward to seeing you here next time. Take care. Bye-bye, and enjoy the rest of your summer.